In this lesson, we're going to solve systems by elimination, but we're going to need to multiply first. Example 1, how do I use multiplication when solving a linear system? So we're going to continue solving linear systems by eliminating. So let's start by looking to see if there's a variable that we can cancel out. And notice that you can't cancel out the x's, nor can you cancel out the y's. So then I'm going to look to see if I were to multiply by a number, if I could easily make the 3 a 2, or a 2 a 3, so I could cancel out the x's, and I can't. I have a -1 right here. Could I easily make a -1 a 5, or a -5 to cancel out? And I could, but I would need to multiply everything on the top by 5 before doing so. So when I multiply by 5, I have to multiply all of these parts. I'm going to multiply 5 times 3x, and I'm going to get 15x. I'm going to multiply 5 times -1, and I'll get -5y. And then I'll have 5 times 10, and that's going to be equal to 50. So now I'll just write my second equation on the bottom here. And notice now that I can cancel out my -5 and a +5 will cancel out, so the y's have canceled out. So now I'm going to add my x's together and my numbers without the variables together. So I have 15x plus 2x is equal to 17x, and this is just like what we've done before. And we'll take 50 plus 35, and I will have 85. So I just need to simplify, or I need to isolate the variable. And x is going to be equal to 5. So now we're going to go back up to one of our original equations. And because everything's positive in this one right here, I'm just going to plug it into here. And I'm plugging in the 5, and I'm now going to then solve for the y. So I'm going to have my 2 times, we're saying x is 5, and again, we're using this equation right here, plus, I don't know what y is, 5y is equal to 35. So we're going to simplify then. I have 2 times 5 is 10, plus 5y is equal to 35. And now we'll isolate the variable by subtracting the 10. And we have 5y is equal to 25. I'm going to divide by 5, and then y is going to be equal to 5. So now that I know what both the x and the y are, I know that the solution to this system is the coordinate 5, 5. All right, question number 2. We have 4x plus y is equal to -8. And then we have 3x plus y is equal to 3. So we're solving this again using elimination. And so we want to eliminate one of the variables. So the first thing I'm going to do is ask myself, could I easily make a 3, a 4, a 4, a 3? No. And so the x's are going to be harder to cancel out. So now let's come take a look at the y's. So could I easily make a 1, because we have 1y, a 3? And yeah, I could just multiply by 3. But remember, we're going to want to cancel it out. So instead of multiplying by a +3, we're going to multiply everything by a -3. And that way then the y's will cancel out. So I'm going to then multiply all of the terms. Remember, need to get multiplied by a -3. So I'm going to have -12x minus 3y, and then now -3 times -8 is equal to +24. All right, so now I'm just going to rewrite the second equation here. 3x plus 3y is equal to 3. All right, so now notice how my y's are going to cancel out. And so I'm going to take -12 plus 3x, and I'm going to get -9x is equal to 24 plus 3 is equal to 27. And the -9, it's multiplying, so I'm going to divide by a -9. And x is going to be equal to then -3. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's plug it then into one of the equations up top. And it doesn't matter. I can take either the top one or the bottom one. Let's take the top one this time, right here. So I'm going to then have 4 times, we're saying x is negative 3, so we're plugging it in, and it does not matter which equation you take. You're going to get the same answer either way. All right, so I have negative 12 plus y is equal to negative 8. And then now all I need to do is I just need to add my 12 to isolate the variable. And we have y is equal to then positive 4. And use your calculators if you're getting mixed up with that. And so the solution to this system is the coordinate, or the ordered pair, negative 3, 4. All right, and if I went up here, I could plug in for x my negative 3 and my 4, so negative 12 plus 4, is that equal to 8? Negative 8, yep, it works there. And then my negative 3, and could plug in my 4. Negative 9 plus 12, does that equal to 3? Yes, it does. And then you know you did it right. So you can go ahead and plug in that point up into both of the equations, and if it works for both, you know that you've done it correctly. All right, question number 3, we have x plus y is equal to 3, and we have negative 2x plus 4y is equal to 6. All right, so now let's take a look. And so it really wouldn't matter. I could either multiply everything on the top by 2 so that my x's cancel out, or I could multiply everything by a negative 4 so my y's cancel out. And really, you could do it either way. I'm just going to make it easy and multiply everything by 2. And so, and remember, don't forget to multiply all of the terms in that equation. That's a common mistake. So you've got 2x plus 2y is equal to 6. Negative 2x plus 4y is also equal to 6. There you go. Now our x's cancel out, and I'm going to have 2 plus 4 is 6, so I have 6y is equal to 6. I'm going to divide by 6, and then y is going to be equal to 1. All right, so now we need to go plug it into one of the equations, and because this one's a simpler equation, this x plus y is equal to 3, I'm going to plug it into that one, and you could certainly do it on the second one. So we have x plus, and we're saying that y is 1 is equal to 3, and now we're just isolating the variable, and x is going to be equal to 2. And so remember then our solution is the point at which they intersect, and so I'm going to have the 2, 1 is our solution, because this is the x and that's the y. All right, question number 4. Let's go ahead then, and we need to then look at this one. And can I make a 6 a 2? No, easily. And can I make a 2 a 6? Yeah. And so I know that I can multiply by 3, and again, you want them to cancel out. So instead of multiplying by a positive 3, I'm going to multiply everything on the bottom by a negative 3. And so all those will get the negative 3. So I'm going to have 6x plus 5y is equal to 19. All right, now we're going to distribute that negative 3. So negative 3 times 2x is negative 6x. Negative 3 times 3y is minus 9y. And then negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. All right, so now take a look here. Our x's cancel out, and I have 5 plus negative 9, and I get negative 4y is equal to then 19 minus 15, or plus negative 15, is 4. So we're going to divide everything by a negative 4, and y is equal to negative 1. All right, and so, all right, so now we have to plug it into either one of them, and it really doesn't matter. Let's take the second one this time. All right, I'm going to have 2x plus 3, and I'm plugging in the y. We're saying y is negative 1, and that's equal to 5. So 2x minus 3 is equal to 5, because 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So now I'm just isolating the variable by adding the 3. And we have 2x is equal to 8. And then we'll divide by 2, and x is equal to 4. All right, so the solution to this system is the coordinate, and the place where it will be crossing on the graph is at 4, -1. All right, question number 5. We have 3x minus 7y is equal to 5, and then we have 9y is equal to 5x plus 5. Now notice here how my terms are not lined up. In order to solve these, remember the terms have to be lined up. And to solve these, it's always a good idea to have your x and y on the same side. And so I'm going to move, by subtracting the 5x, I'm going to move my 5x to the other side by subtracting it from the left side. So I'm going to rewrite my problem. I have 3x minus 7y is equal to 5, and then I'm now going to have negative 5x plus 9y is equal to 5. All right, so now let's take a look here. Notice how I can't have anything that cancels out. And to make a 3 a 5 is not going to be easy, or 5 a 3, a 7 a 9, or a 9 a 7. So what you're going to need to do on this one is you're going to need to multiply the top and the bottom. And so I'm going to look to make my x's a 15 and a negative 15. So I'm going to multiply everything on the top by a 5, and I'm going to multiply everything on the bottom by a 3. And that way, notice what's going to happen is I'm going to have 15x minus 35y is equal to 25. And then when I come and I distribute this positive 3, I'm going to have a negative 15x plus 27y is equal to 15. All right, now notice I do have something that's going to cancel out. And so that this video doesn't get to be too long, we're not going to solve this one. We've already solved 4 of them. But I wanted to talk to you about those 2 things. Make sure that your terms are lined up. And if you can't find anything that you can easily multiply something by, then you'll need to multiply the top and the bottom to find a common term that will cancel out. All right, question number 6. Notice again how our terms are not lined up. And so we're going to rearrange the second equation here. And we're going to do that by moving that x, or the 3x, to the other side so we can line up the terms. And again, let's go ahead then, and I'm going to rewrite my first line. 4x plus 5y is equal to 35. And now I just subtracted the 3x, so I have negative 3x plus 2y is equal to negative 9. And again, for this one, you do not have anything that's going to cancel out. It's not going to be easy to make a 4 a negative 3 or a 2 a 5 and so forth. So you're going to have to, before you can solve it, you're going to have to multiply